First and 10. They'll run on first down. Smith. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They're going to look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. If they can't come up with something here, they're looking at a quick 3 and out.
Well, guess what? You get the ball in the hands of your best player to his favorite play and try and salvage something out of this drive. Now, of course, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're thinking the exact same thing. So they better provide him some help on this one.
Come on, D.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 51, my foot. 51. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Back.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. He was covered by Kevin Byard.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he works free. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll run it here with Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Smith. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And the Titans first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down now. It's Smith, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Mike, 51. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Check. Fresno.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A gain there of 21 yards. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Rolling to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
They'll roll him out right. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
That's right, baby. They don't want to go.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. On first down, Smith. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And all the way down to the 35. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 35-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On the carry, here's Smith. And he loses the football a second time. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 10 Tucson. What happened?
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one caught by Davis. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Check 31, check 31.
Murray now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go.
Murray now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Murray now. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Watch the safety creep. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. You ain't got nothing. You got nothing.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check curls. Check curls.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray, one final try. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.